not much wind to do that. He's got to pick the both ends. And Logan Elson gets the first tackle. He's got a good season, Logan Elson. Harley Bow chases after the Sharon, he's tackled it around, and the secondary ball up still in the middle.
Already, Brian, I think Elmer's scored too low.
And Logan Elson gets another tackle. He's going to dominate rucking drills, but in doing so, he gave away a free kick. And the kick goes forward from Harry Elmer.
Warning up, want to kick it, don't worry about your man.
He is still coming to the side, kick hard, Joe. Kicks all centre half forward. Blocked by Bayard. Actually goes to Devonport centre half forward position. Devonport coming out of there. That's wants to pick up the ball. Penalised for holding it. And the kick create a Blair Ryan. Like that decision. 145 metres out. There's a long bomb towards the 10 metre square. He's got Cameron in the 10 metre square. He takes a jumping mark. He's going to get a lot of goals this year, Cameron. He's going to get a lot of goals. If he plays at full forward, he's given Port 5 expectations. I think he's 100 goals full forward. There's now 12 metres out, directly in front of goal. And this will be the first goal of this game. We started very, very late because of unfortunate injury and Ireland. A long conflict around and the second of the male. As Cameron comes in from point blank range, should kick a goal, does kick a goal, well up a Hardy moves, Devonport off to make him start.
Won the ball away from the centre square with a free kick, and then won another free kick from another stoppage. And as you said, Brian, Cameron kicked forward for Tasmania 3 weeks ago in Hobart, and it's come out to kick them all to goal within the first minute and a half. Good start for the Magpies.
Like obviously a big league goal, I should dominate the rugby though, it's got a bit tall.
Oh, he's a good rugby. He was in my second year last year. He's just growing and growing every year. Puts the ball down in front of Bow, good hand to Bow, goes to Walters, but Walters puts Burnie inside 50, goes over the top, hooked in by Kelly. Kelly goes out of the wing, the collision in between Ramage and Walters. Ramage trying to kick the football, he's taking the ball over, and Ramage kicks forward. Kelly takes Mark's ball across half back. There's another free kick to Colin West. West back from a long-term injury.
Almost 2 years out though, and it's great to have him back. He's absolutely terrific play. He's quick, he knows what the goals are. Good play.
He's a very, very good player. Forward. Build now. West is going to kick from 40 metres out. Really got an opportunity to get that answering goal, get more kick early in the piece. Climbing forward. Colin West, sorry. Left foot. Leans back on it, kicks and misses just to the left. Now, earlier brings to the first goal of the ball and right to Burnie.
A change of the game here, it's much better than Kyle Elizabeth Van Buren's co-captain. Brayden Van Buren kicks it to the lovely drop punt to the fast over the ground. A fly from Mark. On the back of the pack it goes. First goes over the pack. Handball out. Back handballs to Bayard. Bayard over the top. Off he's up with Blair Ryan. Ryan of Devonport over the top to Keegan Lowe. Lowe's tackle, lost possession. Back to Lowe. Handballs to Bayard. He's fumbled again. There's a couple of times he's fumbled. Back to Lowe. Really putting the pressure on. The turnover is called Colin Smith. He's tackled straight away. The penalised for holding the ball. He's looking like the decision. And he also comes back. Back to the tackler, who is Kelly, Fletcher Kelly, from double on lock line. Look backwards, Hawks marches on the back, and that try to get sideways, and then back to the lead. They're also short, they're back on Jericho. Jericho backwards. Back to Hawks, back to Kelly, air balls to Lowe. Lowe. On of many possessions, kicks long towards centre half forward. Top mark to centre half forward. Ball on the ground. Pulls out the rack off. Goes backwards. Temple comes out of the pack. He's up there with Bravich who shoots for goal. And was just missed away. He beat the right hand side. So 1-1 place, 1 behind. And we've travelled 4 and 3/4 minutes to the first quarter. 34 leading by a goal.
Good ball system as well, I think. Just didn't wait. Ball inside 50 metres. They got really hard. The ball inside the 50. been marked by French. The French at Burnie goes up to take Monday wing, but a good mark taken back there by Hawks to Devonport. Hawks in a wing, goes inside the middle, looks to Low. Low, didn't mark the football on the right pressure. Take the ball off Low and the ball up. Ball up in centre wing. Dorkinston puts it down in front. Buckler goes in, unable to control the football. We are going to get another stop. Centre wing. Umpire Hamer. Dorkinston tries to take it out of the air. Can't. Ball's been out to Josh Murray. Murray with class. Puts it down to half forward. Oh, good play down there by Devonport. Low at ground level. Handball to Rackeye. Rackye's tackled high. No free kick. And we're going to get on the ball up. Good play by Kyle Lewis. Pop at the last two forward thrust and ties. Ball being thrown up. Unable to get out in the open. Hamer comes in again. And he'll throw the ball up. Still on centre wing, right side of the ground. Here at West Park, the reigning premiers. Wilkinson with a bit of class, kicks the ball out of the air from the stoppage. Ryan chases it, picks it up cleanly, tackled brilliantly, gives the ball to Whitey Van Buren. We're told he's thrown the ball. There's going to be a free kick over there, and it's going to go to Dylan Smith.
And Dylan Smith on the class pass, the competition goes down the corridor. It's not in luck. Picked up by Perry. He cleverly works his way through the fight. And what a great pass. Up into the ground by Harry Ulmer. Harry Ulmer for the Magpies. The far of his own out wide. It's Van Buren, Caleb. And he marks the kick and a bit out from goal. And they run well, Devonport. The kick is not good. It should be in the set. He'll put it on the Sparley Bow. Out of many possessions, Sparley Bow will get today. He's out wide, and a strong mark taken by Nathan Wilson. Handballs over the top to Murray. Murray gets it to Oakley Smith. Oakley Smith has scored the kick and is marked in centre half forward there by Jack O'Halloran. It's not by the Dockers. They've done the Dogs today, but they'll have a real dip. Backwards mark taken by Eddie French on the wing. French is looking left, looking right, short. Half and a half, fourth take over there, so right bottom.
No, come back this way.
No, Murray, Josh Murray.
With the ball here, Josh.
Josh Murray with the trusty midfield goes towards centre half forward. Fletcher Kelly's in the way, he's starring early. He's sideways, now take the back shot by Burnie. He plays on, Andrews on goes in target, marks, should play on, handballs to Low, hospital handball, close course to Curran, on the way to Big Hope. Charge Hope is back early, is given to Mark centre half by O'Halloran, after 20 hands. O'Halloran.
Looks a bit this year.
Howard kicks towards the lead, the forward pocket. Handball comes backwards to Raybottom. Raybottom dodges round. Handballs to Brian. Brian shoots for goal and has just missed. Not the best start of Brian. It's a good year for this young man, the son of a gun.
Both sides using the ball brilliantly. Not trying to bomb inside their respective 450. Just trying to find that good player. Right, Van Buren's going to kick out. Would have pushed up as a one player. Forward at the centre for the eyes. Right, Van Buren goes short. There's only score there. Kelly at Devonport. What a wonderful year he had last year. Kelly now plays on. Drives it down the right side wing. Open back's played wide. Handballs to Ryan. Devonport inside 50 and finds Cameron. Right on top of the 50. Cameron quickly plays on. Goes over the top. Kick doesn't hit the target. Good play by Dowling of Burnie. Bangs Burnie outside 450. And he finds over there's Oakley Smith. Oakley Smith's handball goes off the mark. Been picked up down there by Harry Ulmer. Harry Ulmer drives that ball within 15 metres of goal. Van Buren to Ryan. Ryan breaks a tackle. Goes backwards to Cameron. Cameron over to Van Buren. Good defensive play by Burnie. They kick the ball outside their 450. And they throw on to Jenkins. Half forward, half back to Burnie. Jenkins quickly kicks it down the grandstand wing. Good play by Low. Van Buren's able to pick it up. Van Buren goes short behind Butler. Butler gives it off to Kelly. Fletcher Kelly kicks the ball inside. Good play down there by Cameron. Handball being smuggled by young Pennington. And Pennington's going to get a free kick. Pennington, senior debut today. Helmet on. Kicks it short and goes to Vogue. Bailey Vogue. Still inside his defensive 50. Vogue quickly plays on. Switches the ball across the right side of the ground, looking for French. French takes another good mark. Imogen Frank started brilliantly. Puts Burnie inside 50. Ball bounces. Magpies with the numbers. Connolly goes back. Connolly doesn't pick the ball up. Forward goes, West goes in, puts pressure on, unable to release the football, nearly get a ball up 7 metres from the Burnie Dockers goal. Devonport 1-1-7, Burnie 2 points.
We've been going 10 1/4 minutes, but I'll tell you what, the Darwin, especially the young Dockers, have come to play today. They started this game as rank outsiders, and they're matching Devonport in the early part of this game. As ball gets picked up by West, he's taken a high, I thought, no, he wasn't. Yes, he was. West is making the free kick. West. So she's give a free kick. The end is 45 degrees, it's only 15 metres out. And the corner kicks this, and the one that Burnie's taken the lead. Like tackle the Hills. That's about the 170 mark, a lot of free kicks around the net. Daniel in the NWFL with a lot of head-eye tackles. Short. Colin West shoots the goal from Jack. She's got a through. Well done. And this is the lead. The Dockers have taken the lead. Goal to Colin West. Great to see Colin back.
Absolutely. Richard French on the far side of the ground. Really a go-to player on 3 occasions. He's taken some very good marks. He's been inside their 450. Has been really both sides are playing the modern day game brilliantly here at West Park. The ground is in perfect conditions, and congratulations to those that look after grounds. West Park for a long, long time. There's actually grass in the middle of the West Park. Sean Hamer, former Eastern Devonport senior player, will throw the ball up. Jericho's got in the ruck. What a tap, goes backwards to Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith intercepted one time. A short close blow. Low now, goes sideways, and he finds Dill. Elevating inclusion for the boys, goes down that road, told me to Jericho. That Jericho looks like he's going to be used as a second ruckman, goes short, and he finds down there, I think it's Kurt Mason. Kurt Mason marks it wide on the right side of the ground. They're going to kick from 50 from a very acute angle. Devonport 7 trail Burnie 8. They've got 4.5 minutes. He goes short, but the intercepted by Bow. Now Bow goes short and finds Josh Murray. Josh Murray. He comes across the ground, kicks it short and finds Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith transfers the ball right across the ground and finds Walters. And Nick Walters bounces the ball, works the ball out of the fence, handballs the ball, puts Finn McInnes under pressure. Finn McInnes goes inside. Good play by Bramage. Good tackle by Bramage, is able to keep the ball 10 metres outside Devonport's 450, forced the stoppage, and Devonport on an opportunity now to set up behind the football. Jeremy Cole Elvis, this is where Burnie going to dominate. Look at Elvis, big man, puts it down, Bow, well done Bow, got out of contestant, gives it back to Elvis. Elvis goes backwards to I think they Roball, and Roball will look for a kick.
Grab him with a free kick to the Dockers on the half-back flank in front of the point. He's in the leads, no one leads, says it didn't belong to a contest. But someone taken that the car was held, O'Halloran, it's not off for a hold back, and just give him a free kick on the wing.
He's playing into a real man, O'Halloran.
And this looks sharper this year, doesn't he? Short distance kick has just been marked. He's in the same gate by Oakley Smith for the Dockers. To drive the Dockers to attack. Dockers lead right behind. Oakley Smith been told to take his kick, which he does. He still leaves a flop on their thighs, and it's not marked. Now attack develops. And if I blows the whistle, there's no prize there. They've got about 35 out from the Dockers goal. 14 minutes and 10 seconds in the first quarter, and the Dockers lead their more fancy opponents. 1 goal, 2 behind. As the tap goes backwards to Bay. Bay tackles straight away. Ball spills out of the pack. Picked up by Van Buren, and handballs to Ryan. Ryan goes to run, handballs to Dill. Dill of Devonport, down the corridor he goes. Mark off him, strong mark taken by Cameron. It's really hard to stop this here, Cameron. It's marked directly in front of goal, and we'll go back and have a shot. And got a lot of headaches. 15 this year, Kai Cameron. I said earlier, and I'll say it again, this is 100 goals this year. This is moves to the back line, or he's going to run in the ruck, if it's over 4 forward, and he's going to a lot of goals. It's the only Magpie goal at this stage of the game. Scored back from 15 metres out, he's now about 35 metres out, directly in front, 42nd. After plenty of time, and then that red kick to give the Magpies the lead. It comes to Kai Cameron, shoots for goal, nice looking kick, great kick, straight through the middle. For the second time in a row, the umpire doesn't move, and Kai Cameron's kicking the goal, and the Magpies are back in front.
Now, you've noticed Barney Bow playing behind the football for the first 15 minutes of this game, and that's obviously beginning of Cameron. Now, I think hopefully the run of the ball to Elphinston right now and say to him, look mate, you're 15 metres off where you should have been, you're going to go back behind the football, you've got to kick with Cameron, because that's who what's going to kick the ball to. Cameron now, Brian, will be the best forward in Tasmania. He's kicked Devonport's only 2 goals, Magpies 13, lead Burnie 8, and gone 16 minutes into the first term. Elphinston and Butler, Elphinston with strength, puts the ball out in front of Walters. Walters pushes it out towards the ring, Branch will go, kicks it off the ground, now it's a race between Branch and Rowbottom and fourth ball out of bounds. Centre wing, grandstand side of the ground. Very, very entertaining game here. Both sides chock full of class and use football. Elphinston and Butler. Butler puts it down, Bogue sharks it, Bogue goes inside the corridor, top of 50, no one can mark it, scooped up by Lee, Lee's tackled quickly by West, charging into the football, and we get the ball up 35 metres from the Burnie Dockers goal. Burnie plays 8, 16 and a half minutes score into the first term. Reigning Premier Devonport, thrown up, Butler punches it out towards the boundary line. Harry Walls chased, couldn't pick it up, Brandon picks it up, and kicks it out of bounds under pressure, and it's going to be a free kick. And go to Rowbottom. It's not a game last year, so we can Rowbottom, but Rowbottom goes inside the ball, kick, and finds Nick Wallace. It goes backwards there now, back to young Ganinin, and then he goes forward, a good mark going back in the final to the ball was Dill, handballs out wide to Van Buren, links up to Tyler Dill, goes back to Van Buren, and Van Buren under pressure, swings and turns, has been cut off by Wilkinson on centre wing.
Wilkinson will drive the Dockers into attack, sends a drop punt towards centre half forward, needs someone taking him, great mark! Lovely mark, taken away, isn't that great first quarter? Isn't that great first quarter, Barney Bow? One of the top players in the competition. And he'll go back and have a shot for goal and hopefully give his side the lead. The man on the mark is almost strictly in front, Barney Bow. The man on the mark probably 33 metres out from goal. Barney Bow, well the mark deserved the goal, it was a beauty. What is it, Barney? Here comes. Ready with the first quarter of Barney Bow. Shoots for goal. Umpire doesn't move. The Dockers are back in front. The goal by Barney Bow. Takes it off to 2-2. 14. Devonport 2-1. 13. It's the game before you go.
And it's right. I'll tell you what's happened. Burnie have got a lot of experience from last year. So what they are now is they are far more unpredictable. And Lee today is throwing his side around. You've got now Lee playing out of the goal square as you'll be manned up by Van Buren. I just think when Bogue goes back forward, kind of Lee needs to be the player that goes to Barney Bogue. Ball back to the middle. It's going to be Butler and Elkinson. Elkinson. Oh, what a tap. Puts it out. Come off the wing over there was young Brian. Has been pinned for holding the football. And Butler. And he goes back to Forster. Forster with the foot. Puts them all inside 50. Caleb Van Buren couldn't mark it. Cameron comes out. Couldn't control it. Oh, great play by Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith was class. Kicked up in the line. Been very impressive at St. Arthur. We told the players, great play by Dylan Smith. He's a 100th game today. Great smart. All saves on centre wing. 14 Burnie plays, 13 Devonport. We've gone 19 and a half into the first term in a very, very entertaining game. Great start to the 25 season.
Will, have a look where he is.
Will,
Will, have a look where he is.
Takes it out of the air, flicks it off to Dylan Smith. Unable to control it. Great play by Imogen French. Puts it down. Harry Wallace puts it out. Dylan Smith.
Good boy, Harry.
Settle wing right in front of the concrete box here at West Park.
About 20 minutes and 10 seconds in the first quarter. And the outside is the Burnie Dockers led by a point. 2-2-3-1. As well comes down to Harry Wallace. He's tackled. But a handball backwards. Something's happened off the ball. It's very well. It looked like this was Hill after got rid of the ball. He's giving the free kick on the wing to drive the drop back to the back. The team leads by 1 behind at 1 point. As he kicks a drop punch towards Mark off his snaffle, but some Mark taken back there by Tyler Kelly. Move the ball on quickly. Tyler Kelly kicks the ball in the middle of the ground. And comes back to Rackeye. He's tackled. Kicked off the ground again. Coming through is O'Halloran. Kick it over by West. Handball sideways to Murray. Murray with a blonde hair. He's trouble to recognise him. He's lost possession. Picked up by Kelly Fletcher, star in the first quarter. Handball to Charlie Castles. Charlie goes right to 5 drive. Ryder looks at a half forward. Mark almost taken there by Van Buren. Kelly captures back. Driven forward by Foster towards the forward line. 3 Dockers back there. Open slip goes backwards. They should clear here to number 37 is Targe Hope. He's popped up and going straight to Carter Van Buren. He's marking the range in the on the half forward flank. About 40 metres out. The angle's quite tight though.
Boys, you have to get up and give
Carter's
up.
back playing football. After all the injury problems he had the last couple of years. But Carter Van Buren, just kicked by Targe Hope, has a chance to make the Magpies back to the lead.
Bailey.
And plenty of time.
Bailey.
25 metres. Angles at Cuco. Carter reach for goal and missed to the outside. That's all played up there at West Park. 2-2-14. Devonport 2-2-14.
Well, quickly plays on, comes down the wing and what's this for? Handballs out to Oakley Smith. Oakley Smith under pressure, go back 30 metres, goes back to Oakley Smith. Oakley marks from the point. Really 3 players down there on camera, and they just have to lift their heads when they're going forward. Oh, Hope's turned it over again. Cameron goes in, just misses it. Hope picks it up, kicks it volley again, and dribbles out of bounds. And a 3 missed kick from young Targe Hope. And Devonport have an opportunity to reset. The ball being thrown in 20 metres from their point post outside wing. Devonport kicked it towards the city end of West Park. Thrown in. Goes Byard and opposite. Doesn't he look like a man John out there opposite? Hutchison, 15 metres clear. Out the back is Lee. Kicks it forward, Oakley Smith dropped what he should have taken, picked up by Cameron, knocks the ball out, Cameron's the class, picks it up, and the free kick up wide wasn't there. It's coming in, that's umpire Blizzard. We got umpire Blizzard back in Cheer 9, so we're going to have total entertainment. And ball's being bounced through the middle there now by Rowbottom. Now Rowbottom by Burnie forward, picked up there by Jed Spears, and unable to get into the football, getting the ball up 25 metres from goal. Football throws it up, Buckler knocks it out, West, pushed, no free kick, Buckler goes in, unable to get it out, we can stop it before he moves from goal.
Nothing on to go in the first quarter. I thought they could put it behind a few runs ago, haven't put it up yet, but we'll go on the scoreboard, which is Burnie 2-2-14. Devonport 2-1-13. I think it's Steve to the place. Another pack develops, and they'll be able to ball out about 35 metres out from the block as well.
The game that will throw between held up, major hold up, Cunningham from Morris, that's a move, running on the end.
After something a military player there, so it's okay. So they've got a clear kick here from Timber Guinness towards 2.5 forward. But Stupid White hasn't kicked the ball, so I don't really like this to come back to Timber Guinness. Free kick by the young Docker on the wing. To replace 2-1. Timber Guinness, no one leading, kicks towards the market competition. And the back of the tackle goes. The race on. Picked up by Bogus, tackled over the boundary line. But obviously put up there Ryan Carr. Tackled over the boundary line. Bounce over on Burnie's half forward from Burnie's inside, about 35 from their goal. But it was 25 minutes of the quarter. Wait till a long quarter, only 4 goals picked. As often as gets another attack. It goes back to Rackeye. Here, all the spaces. Football down the line by 3, the other one over. And the down the line goes to Brownie, so in right in front of the Devonport coaching by Rafi. To be a bit worried about what he's showing up there. Experience and Magpies have been matched by the young Dockers. He comes around trying towards the ruck one. He doesn't know what catches he does. Back clear. Foster's going to bow. Over the high kick towards the 10 metre square. Burnie, they fly the 10 metre square. Over the back of the pack it goes. Bouncing, and through from one behind to the Dockers. And now he's by 2 points. That's 1 point. That's just behind up. Devonport 2-1, 13, 12, Burnie 2-3, 15, 25 goal in the first quarter.
We kicked out by Tyler Kelly. And had a bounce over there.
Eli, throw! Throw, Eli! Kill him!
Devonport's up at the flank, right side of the ground. We've got Buckler and Elkinson. Elkinson punches the ball at the front of the contest. Buckler goes back, gives it to Lowe. He gets it on the boot, comes out wide. Going first to the quick ball, played by French. Handballs the ball to Dylan Smith. The side in the background. And a very, very good quarter by the Dockers. Burnie lead, 2 goals, 3-15. Devonport, 2 goals, 1-13. Burnie now, Brian, has to maintain that type of record. Otherwise, like many sides,
scoreboard and the officials over there to correct that. So one in the second quarter, first kick is to by Tegan Lales, they marked it by Rackeye, 14-15, so play on. All comes back to the offense through the back of the fumbles. Taking the assistance on the 15 metre table to Devonport. They bring the handball together, picks up with Rackeye towards centre half forward. Cameron tries to take him on the front bar. He's dominating this game, and also in the first quarter, his first 4 forwards has made now. Mr. Corey's thoughts on that. He's a good player. Anyway, but it's marked. It's only 2 goals in the first quarter. It's a lot of problems for the Dockers defence. Now he's marked, he's only 20 metres out. He's right on the boundary. Right on the boundary, so take a good kick from there. And shoots the goal.
Yep.
The doesn't move. The Cameron Singh puts a hand there and salutes that I kicked on my 3rd goal, and he's taking a lot of problems up there.
Yes,
Very good player.
last game he played here, Brian, he kicked 5 goals in against Burnie.
That's right.
Now, I need to make a move here. Burnie off Cameron, and then it goes back to George Dowling. Just, look, some of those times, something's just like today. Right now, Burnie's spent the time to go on 1, and I will put George Dowling back on. Cameron, ASAP. All we brought back to the middle, Elkinson, goes back, up and under the tackle, follows up the tackle, he's the keeper holding the ball back.
Very sudden on that, all day.
Great tackle by Elkinson. Elkinson now, right in the middle of this part, it's 10 in. Going to go to Murray, and while Whitney uses the ball brilliantly, Murray goes out to the right, and a great mark taken by Dowling. Dowling, who's usually plays the defence for the Dockers, pushed forward late in the championship 5, not alone in all of his year. He's going to kick from 45 metres out. Just Dowling straight back on Cameron, and he's taken a Cameron-like mark inside his own forward 50. Geordie Dowling comes in, right on 50, leans back, doesn't make the distance, doesn't make the action, it's out on the floor, and it's going to get a free kick down there, it's going to go to Kelly. Kelly, as he does a lot, goes short before his forcer. 30 metres out from his defensive goal, he wants to go short, get more chance on his defensive 50, finds Rackeye. Rackeye gives it on the fly, gives it to Forster, gives it to Lowe. Lowe kick to, come back, then goes backwards to Jericho. Jericho goes inside, his defensive 50 and finds Kelly. Kelly across the between the Van Buren. Marks the ball in front of the point. Van Buren down the wing. And a good ball. No, yes, and Kurt Mason, won't play the top to top, take the mark. Side, Van Buren. Devonport still on the centre, and further back and finds Kelly. Kelly now Devonport up to the half-forward line, and a good mark taken in there by Dell, who's been good today. Della comes across the 50, looking for Rackline, finds him. Rackline, mark forward, picked it off, cross kick it short, goes to Ryan. Ryan goes back to Rackline. Great pressure from Burnie, good defensive shape on the Dockers. Players in front, didn't allow them to come inside the corridor and Robot now with a free kick, switches the play and finds Oakley Smith.
And he's just dropped the chest mark and handballs wide to Walters, who goes backwards to Bertree. Round the circle and handball, finishes up with Walters, Dylan Smith that is, and Dylan Smith will get a clearing kick towards the half-forward flank. Strong mark, almost taken by Harry Walters. Not paid. Take the dogs on the half-forward flank, up on goes the whistle, and their ball up on the far side of the ground. Devonport lead 3-2 to 2-3, 4.5 minutes in the second quarter. We've got a ball up. We'll look to give another tap. Yes, he does. I'll get the teammate though. Puts pinball around between players. Both pinballs out of the pack. Scrappy stuff at the moment. The ball comes back to Dylan Smith. He works his way through the back. In fact, it's Walters. Walters handball to Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith will look to forward pocket, and he just sees the sail over the boundary line that Pitfield Blue by track at the junction of the 40-metre line. It's a 40-metre line here at Burnie, and the boundary line at Burnie.
You gotta work out for it!
Free kick against Clyde Cameron before along the halfway flank, Sweet Craig and Cross, all the ground, high advantage. Fletcher Kelly shoots for goal and has just missed. Great Fletcher Kelly. Nice score kick by Devonport. Takes him to 3 goals, 3-1. And then 30 with 2-3-15. This Josh Murray goes, plays on, goes on the far flank. He kicks wide, 10 pounds on the full. This player, this Tyler Kelly at Devonport, will drive the next place back into attack, which is up now towards the fourth pocket. Van Buren flies high car, all around. That's quite happy to. Couple of ball around the boundary line for boundary showing one from the scoreboard, 40 metres from the Devonport goal. Scoreboard tells us 6:15 in the second quarter. And the visitors, Liverpool Magpies lead 3-3-21. And lead up to 2-3-15. 6 points in favour of the reigning premiers. As another tap by Austin. This is down to Dylan Smith. Somebody's happened. Dylan Smith already tackled the lead on there. Somebody's been tackled the lead back there. Barry Bay is off the ball up. He's given a free kick from the back pocket to the Dockers. Sideways to Murray, and onto the Dockers mark. That's around his truck to that foot. Kicks more than half-forward flank. He's running behind the mark and he's great way to play the airballs to his teammate there in Ken McGuinness. McGuinness towards the forward line. Kick forward by Robot the Burnie towards the forward line. Coming through is Oakley Smith. And also far under pressure. Turnover. Hamel comes over the bill. He goes wide. Picked up by Gramick. Also taken low. Low force kick over to the second round. Great kick up by Carla Van Buren. His hands are still there. He's pressure playing forward. And it's a legal disposal of this Carla Van Buren. This is the Burnie Bay. Who is this? Burnie
Both tonight, low step 9.
Nice. It was a big Will Magnus in the competition, both backing it up early. Barry Bay kicks it off the ground. Now taken there by Jarlin Brown. And now as Brian kicks towards where there's a flock of magpies, and none of them take a strong mark. Van Buren. No, it's a Forster. The Forster plays on the left foot. Pass on the ground, over the back of the back. First around there, the youngster Eli French. Eli Gets around his right foot. A centering kick. It's after Raybottom. Raybottom's on now. Foster going towards centre half forward. Almost a mark to centre half forward, not play. Kicked up the ground by Hawks. Intercepted by Brian. Brian kicks it up forward. And a strong mark taken by Hopkinson. What's up, boy? He's sort of full forward. He's in a 2-metre goal. He's trying to let the future Kelly, and he has Mark, and there's a chance to tie this game up. He's early 20s like a big star. He was out. More of this young man.
I don't think we'll see much of him up here, Ron. I think he's got to be aiming to get his football this way.
I think so too. Elvis to tie the game up. Shoots for goal. He's pulled a bit. He's going to take in. And all tied up here at West Park. Nothing quite good run. Robinson has made it 3-3 apiece.
My biggest argument last year, my biggest concern with Burnie last year is the fact that they didn't use their inside their 450. Robinson, with the ball, has gone forward to take them up. That's what he needs to do. Imagine the opposition coach, and they know that Wilkinson, nearly 7 foot, and he's going to go inside 50. So it puts a lot of pressure on the opposition. Sometimes, Brian, you've got to do what the opposition don't want you to do, and Wilkinson has been brilliant today. Has finished that play, kicked the wonderful goal, and the score here is level at West Park. 3-3, 21 apiece. Wilkinson back in the middle. And it's going to be a free kick to Wilkinson. Wants to bring a block off the football. And concerns for the Magpies right now is this bloke got the chain in Wilkinson. Now he's been told to play on. He lays back on it, kicks it forward. French unable to mark the football. Played by Young Spears, goes in, kicks out to Van Buren. Van Buren back to Kelly. Kelly tries to get it out of the defence at 50. Good interception down there by Robotham. Picked up again by Spears. Finds Castles. Castles handball. Didn't hit the mark. Picked up by Kelly a bit. Goes to Forster. Forster to Butler. Butler back to Forster. Good play through the middle there now is the Devonport player in Barker. Barker goes down. Boy up. 15 metres out. Answers the goal. Just kicked right off the field. Good ball work from Devonport. Quick hands off half back. Springboard of attacking Van Buren, and the Magpies kick that answering goal.
Last time Devonport played as a team in the grand final last year, and they were slow starting that game. Remember, goals and they were perfect weather conditions. Big game going. So the slow starters again today, Knox really pushed them, and they finished towards to be proud of their efforts this stage of the game. The goal kick by Quade Barr, the former captain, has given the Magpies the lead, 3-3-27 to 3-3-21. Back on the centre. Jericho's going to rush. The ball falls down to Elvis and handballs to Bow. Bow down the corridor. He's quickly filled the ball. And somehow taking a nice time to defence there by Van Buren. Craig Van Buren. 6-4 taken by Tyler Lee. Lee is centering kick. Mark put it down by Hawks. Created space. Hawks fight. Hollywood Harris for pass. Better by the Magpies. And four up the pass in a row. Now low kicks towards half forward. Mark over there, coming through over the pass by the John Brian. And the ball's been short circled by Charlie Castles. Castles' second kick is popping up into the straight to Ken McGuinness of the Burnie Docs who marks it at a half back. McGuinness Dockers team. Five by goal. Now he's looking for lead. Goes across the ground. He might have kicked it too far. He's lucky the ball just outside the boundary line. And the boundary line is 30 metres from the Dockers goal, and they're forward by the 30 slide. 12 minutes and 10 seconds were played in quarter number 2. 33-21. Devonport 43-27. Margin 6 points in favour of the Devonport Magpies. Taken out there by Elphiston, who's got to find the marking competition. He's been given a free kick. Given to Leeds. Does it play on? He's playing a good game. He's high towards the wings. He's not making a mark of the wing. Let it go. Puts right from down. Pick up by Elphiston. Taking it around. Ball working, no cross. It's a ball box. Ball up on the wing. Trying to easily the Burnie coach. He's got some charges at the stage of the game. He plays the football. Puts up a tap. Never comes out the pack. Pick up the ball towards the end by Harrison Barnes. Look at our forward. A ball caught back there by Dick Waddle. It's holding all the way just in time. Old Burnie cover, marks from half-back flag. His kick is forward and cut off by Rackeye. Handles in with a lower mother position. Nice kick is fallen from mark by Charlie. And Charlie's marked in range. Up on the point, Charlie Castle. So he took the lead. It's not a flash straight. Doesn't reach it. Takes the turn over. Picked up by Barnes. Handles by the Murray. Murray to his right off the ball in front of him. That's where he kicked. Let's put out the penalty gun. It's a free kick back to Josh Murray. He's back on the half-back flag to the Burnie Hawkins. Murray, with the left foot, kicks towards the wing. Wilson to his target.
It's something blocked for the Magpies. They most go to the far right. They're also driving forward. Kelly comes up, didn't mark the ball. Good play by Aaron McLean. Good play by Bill at Devonport. Gives it to Kelly. Kelly gives it a good mark, taken by Orma. Back and applying the football. Goes short, low, great pick up. When Low kicks the ball inside 50, didn't find over there. He's looking for Mason. Mason couldn't control it. Ball's been picked up by Brian. Burnie's done it brilliantly. Brian gets it over to Burnie. Gives it over to French. French goes short and he finds Jack O'Halloran, who's been sensational thus far. Playing at centre forward and roamed the ground far wide. Now he goes out wide. Ryan kicks it deep to the square, but a good mark taken by Buck. He quickly plays on and gives it to his wingman in Brandage. Brandage bounces the football, goes back inside and finds Blair Ryan. Quite still. Blair Ryan, inside it's a D50, goes out and pays down Pura marks the ball in the centre. Continues that ball in the corner and finds Boyer. Boyer steps inside forward 50, kicks it long, but it's been taken by Alston on the last line of the forward 50. Gives it off to Murray. Murray comes out, Oakley slips under pressure. Rackeye. Rackeye kicks off to Boyer. Boyer to Ryan. Ryan kicks been smothered. Picked up down there by Mason. Mason one step, bangs it off forward 50. Kicks a wonderful goal by Devonport. Devonport now go to 5-3-33. And they lead Burnie 3-3-21. They certainly made Burnie play for those mistakes inside their defensive 50.
That was a great goal kick by Kurt Mason, and Devonport are trying to get their game going now. That's probably just the last 3 or 4 minutes getting on top of the young Burnie Dockers. But that was a super goal kick by number 13, Kurt Mason. And lead by 2. There's 2 goals. Devonport 5-3-33, Burnie 3-3-21, 16-16 into quarter number 2. Good game of football. Back to the centre. The next goal. Goes the football. A couple of occasions, Butler did. Under the Forster, but comes from the hill off the ball and can give a free kick. Free kicks. It's Harry Wilder, Nick Walder's kicks towards the forward proper. At the back of the packet goes. Back behind Fletcher Kelly. He's tackled to the ground and there'll be a ball up on the half forward flank. It's Burnie half forward flank. And so to give it up the next goal. Offense is down there. He gets the captain's occasion, Buffett there, heads towards the boundary line. Harry Wilder screws the ball around the corner towards the forward pocket. It's on the ground, the forward pocket. Pick up and cleared. Fletcher Kelly marked, and wasn't 15, he tackled straight away. And he was ball up again on the 10-metre square. 10-metre square. And he goes down there, great chance to score. So he's just there, takes the ball out of the air. He's been dispossessed. Will bounce around between players. Picked up by Geordie Dowling. And they should put through a brush behind them because they do sensible things. You can't do that in the AFL, then in local footy. Rugby on the Burnie Dockers taken for 3-4-22, 7-5-3-33. And Van Buren, the co-captains for them for along with his brother Carlos, who's wide to the far side of the ground. They go to the back of the pack of Claire Ryan, turns dispossessed, goes down to Dylan Smith. Kicks backwards, and a strong mark. They're not taking him right to Guinness. He's not out of his hands. He's held out the football, and the Guinness will give him the free kicks in the Guinness. And the Guinness kicks back to another one off. Making this truck in the foot is going all over the place. It's been good up Harold today. That's been good. Harold goes down the ground.
In front of Brent, centre wing. Burnie just the top of 50 and a good mark taken by Pennington. See, Pennington. And drives Burnie deep inside his forward 50. 15 metres out from goal. Kelly goes up, good mark the ball. French, little free kick. Kelly comes out, tackled aggressively. Can't hit them with the football. And we're going to ball up 20 metres from the Burnie Dockers goal. 33 Devonport, 22 Burnie, 19 minutes gone. Thrown up. Dowling punches it out. Over at ground level, gets it to Ryan. Ryan, great vision, goes out behind the Bramage. Bramage picks it short behind Dill. Dill. Back to Devonport, just in front of the point. It's like corridor. Smith, Dylan Smith now. Left foot goes out, and it's a good mark taken on his chest by Wilburn-Innan. And Wilburn-Innan's going to put the ball at the top of the square for Burnie. Kelly comes across, good mark it. What read of the play by West. Ball bounces and Kelly's going to push it through. Kelly's puts it through. And Burnie get their sixth behind now. 3-6-24, Devonport high 3-33.
I think it's fine for markets and have that by Butler. The handball is still that handball in. Ryan control the play on. This hits too low. He's getting another possession. Marks it to half-back flank. He's spot on Mark Butler. Handballs to running Van Buren. And doing down the corridor. And Charlie Martin is still. He's got one of the 8 guys. He handballs to Van Buren. He's run down the ground. Van Buren shoots the goal. Fantastic football. Coast to coast. Stuff by Burnie. Van Buren kicked the goal, I think. Carlos Van Buren. That's terrific. That's the best passenger player we've seen today. The goal kicked by number 33. Devonport, Carlos Van Buren to make life go further in front.
And when they push that button, Devonport, there's no side that can stop them. What just slung the ball off half-back, bang, 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 and Van Buren spotted his way back in after 18 months off. Devonport's sixth goal on the ball. 39 plays 23. And ever so slowly, Devonport now reach out a 16-point lead. Ballport back to the middle. It's Elphinston and Butler. Elphinston, Butler knocks it over. Barker gives it to Ryan. Ryan goes back out to Butler, who's playing well with this turn. It comes out wide. Low now with his 14th possession. 60 metres from goal, outside wing. Pops it up. And finds Castles over the pack. A well-weighted kick. Now Castle quickly plays on and puts Devonport 7th goal on their board. Second in a minute. No, he's missed. I thought that was a goal.
Celebrating, Charlie.
He was celebrating, and he's put the commentators off up here in Dylan Smith holds the ball up. And he's going to go short and finds co-watching Joshua Murray. Goes around the boundary line, long down the line, Ruckman, holds his punt,
Yes, the drum will take place right in front of us. About 4 or 5 minutes ago in the quarter, and the score is still a really good kick up play goals. So good to switch in the last couple of minutes and cutting it right on top. We'll come down to young Pennington, who's got the ball on the line. And he goes. In the 100 metres at the athletic card, he's very, very quick. He had one of these new high as well. He was very quick player and got good skills as well. So a lot of this young man. This ball comes down to Barley Bay. Barley Bay handballs over the top of the player under pressure. He finishes up with Dylan Smith. He works his way back at the back. That's Dylan Smith there. Kicks long as Wobblers who handballs to Dylan Smith. And Mark goes forward and Mark taking the pass right over there. Wilburn-Innan. The light orange boots get along towards the fourth pocket. Now, the similar is to take a mark there. Soft mark is on the ground. Ball in dispute. 20 out. Pack develops. And that got blows and whistle a little bit. They pull up. Shoving takes place. Nothing. 23 minutes we've played in the quarter. The last few goals. 6-4-4 to 3-5-23. Up goes the football. Back down. Picked up and cleared by Fletcher Kelly in the middle of the ground. Smith got the right handle, back to Charles Castles, who handballs to another positional low. He kicks up forward, the race on. First week's Caleb Van Buren. Van Buren is going to come with Dockers. Took a long bump towards goal. Caleb Van Buren, where are we? Devonport would love to have you back in the side after that long absence for injury. He's on the class part of the competition, and the last 4 or 5 minutes has been all the team played in black and white.
Well, the Magpies have just got some forwards in there with their ball work, Roland and Burnie. And look, no shame from the Dockers. Not many sides can go to the Magpies when they flick that switch. But Van Buren just working his way back in, kicked the last 2 goals for the Magpies, and that was just magnificent. Devonport now 7-4-46, double Burnie, 3-5-23. Burnie with them 1 minute. Excuse me, Dawn the next. Butler, he's done very well this turn. Oh, Elphiston. Elphiston puts it over the back. Run on to the air now by Barker. Barker went forward, shot by Josh Murray. When he disposes the football Murray. Leaders. Guys have to realise. When you go on by Blues, you cannot look at him sideways. He loves playing those 50-metre penalties. Josh Murray's going to kick from 50. He kicked from 55. Keep leading! Right on 50. Great to see Blizzard back in the umpire. Plenty of action this year. Now Murray, 55, goes long. The goal square is punched through play behind, and Burnie now kicked out. There's 6 behind. Kicked 1 goal 3 this turn, then kicked 5 goals 2.
And just as got the ball number 3 for them, the City saying his name, play it or take him low, get a lot of position, he's had that.
He's had 16.
Just 16 the second half, that's another 30 possession game. As Devonport goes through a few plays and then towards the forward line. Also back to young Penny, can handle sideways cleverly to Nick Walters. Walters is going to come by Dylan Smith. He's playing, well, second ball knocked out of his hand, so that was a 50. Definitely 50, that was silly. Dylan Smith might be put it in range. After that, the brain feeding low. First mistake of the day. Put about 37-38 metres out from goal, and Dylan is capable of kicking the ball that far. It was great for Dockers to be kicking just on the dying stage of the first half. Dylan Smith comes in, close around the mark, shoots for goal. He's made the distance all right, and the umpire likes it. A bit across the line, it's a goal, just by Dylan Smith in the blind stage of the first half. So that takes Burnie to 4-6. Time to go inside time now. So he had the ball in the centre half back position and the ball's knocked out of his hands. And the 50-metre penalty has meant that Dylan Smith has kicked the Dockers 4 goals. So 4 goals, 6-30, 7-4-46, margin 16 points for the Magpies. And the side sounding in the background to end the first half. An entertaining game of football. Devonport got a bit of a run on towards the end of quarter number 2. Sorry, late start in the way on the second half, versus Butler, we've got the tap down to Dylan Smith over on the ball. Everyone comes backwards to young Harry Ulmer, who drives the Magpies into attack. Bouncing on the half-forward flank. Then right over there, young Pennington. Takes the ball in front of him. He'll take the ball in front of him. He's got it now. Dodgers. Lowers the eyes. A horrible looking grubber kick towards the half back, but short-circuited by Braden Van Buren. The kick doesn't reach the target. Kick that on the rack high. Handballs wide to Brad Bramage. Brad Bramage. He's hurriedly down the corridor. What's happening? Player was slung after he got rid of the ball. So it's clearly a relay free kick. And like Cameron, who's 3 goals earlier, the first 3 goals to go aboard, has a chance for number 4. That's what happened. Don't be disciplined when you're playing Devonport Magpies. Cameron's directly in front, 30 metres out. He normally kicks for these. He's one of the best kicks in the state for goal. He's kicked a lot of goals this year. He has 3. Shoots for, oh, that's a terrible kick. That's an absolute shocker. Then back by young Hope in the back pocket. The handballs, oh, another skill error. Burnie, in fact, that had that skill error. The handball missed the target, the ball took over the boundary line, the boundary throwing 20 metres from the Devonport goal.
Boys in attack, ball thrown in. Great punch back 20 metres by Wilson. Good hands by French. Everton go out wide. Goes out of bounds, and then get a bounce throw in. Good wide to Devonport. Came Monday side of the ground. 30 plays 46, Devonport lead. Elverson v Butler. Elverson takes it out of the air, one fire's been told. Throw the ball back in. Re-engage in the first park. Butler's taking front position. Butler puts it down, kicks it up, kicks it out of the contest. Then comes off, fumbles. Good play by young Penny, gets it out, low sharks and handball. Yep, low drives it inside forward. Cameron versus 3. A good play by young Jalen Bryan. Drives Burnie outside the defensive 50. Pick up by him to French. Gives it out to Nick Walters. Now Nick Walters a bit of time, doesn't hit the target. And it's been picked up by Colin Lee in front of O'Hara. Colin Lee was terrific inside the corridor. All been punched, 3 around with pace. Comes out to watch the Brady Van Buren. They Van Buren one step, comes down the right side. Joe Bramwich holding his whip now. Bramwich kicks the ball inside the corridor. Ball kick, gets to Walters. Walters handballs to Bow. Bow another ball kick. It's been cut off by Forster. Jack Forster. Inside the centre square for Devonport. Kicks it short by Dilma. Harry Ilma. I don't know what for. Now, Ilma under pressure. Kicks the ball to the top of the 50. And umpire Blizzard, he's taken over here, Ron. He's taken over this game, umpire Blizzard. The officiating umpire was 2 minutes away from the contest there, and Blizzard's run 40 metres. Now, ball's been taken out of the defence for Burnie. Gone out wide. It's a good mark taken out there by young Bryan. Oh, sorry, Rowbottom. Rowbottom drives Burnie forward. And
Back, set up,
that was a nice mark taken by Walters. Wasn't paid. Bringing in ball up. Half forward for Burnie. Both side of the ground.
Hey, throw!
Okay, Monday we get the first goal of the second half, and most shortly as Braden Van Buren gets a clearing kick in the middle of the ground. Players fly. First looks fire, runs the ball. Run the loose ball to Van Buren. Handballs to where Bryan cleverly taps it back to Van Buren. Handball over the top to Cameron. Terrific football on the Magpies. That's why they won 4 premierships in a row. And Carter Van Buren involved again. So Colin Cameron kicks his first goal. It's the first goal of the second half.
Again, Burnie got caught behind the football, not setting up properly. You've got to set up properly when you haven't got the ball. You just can't be stargazing involved in the game. You have to make sure you're in position to make it hard for Devonport when they get it out. Great play by Van Buren from the middle and over to Cameron. He's kicked his 4. Devonport now kicked 8. 8-4, 52, 4-6, 30. 22 points of difference. Elton, this is to Bow. Bow now puts Burnie inside 50. Harry Wallace comes out, well punched by Hawks. Wallace at ground level. Handball's been cut off by Elmer. His handball's been cut off by Elkerson. He gives it to Rowbottom. Rowbottom puts Burnie deep inside 450. It's played by Jericho. He's tackled. Ball comes out. Ball goes back into Jericho. Handball's it out to French. Eli French shows some good courage. Elkerson gets down low. Picks it out to Butler. Picked by 3 kickers and gets wide. So what, 7 feet tall. So the bloke has got him around high enough to win 6-10. Elkerson's going to kick from 40 metres. Cooper Burnie's success in 25, no doubt about that, Elkerson. So he's going to kick from 40. Let's get the goal back. He doesn't want to just kick Cameron. Here comes Elkerson. Leans back. Beautiful. Straight from the field. That's Elkerson's second. He kicked more than 2 goals last year. He kicked 2 in the round 1 game against Devonport. Well done, Logan Elkerson.
I think I said one of this young man this season, only in his early 20s, and People like special is improves 10-15% every year. Now, good football now takes March, he kicked 2 goals. And he's been the bulk of the rugby for Burnie, so good after the Burnie Dockers. 5-6-36 plays, 8-4-52, 6.5 minutes into quarter number 3 here at West Park. Crowd enjoying this game of football. Back in the centre, it's Butler versus Elvinson again. So Ruckman nullified, and comes back to Butler, gets a centre kick up towards the forward line. Punts away from Bayard. Ball on the ground, picked up by Dylan Smith, who's tackled the ground, tackled illegally, and Dylan Smith is starring as they give him the 3 kickers and a half back to the Dockers. Now he's good for class, kicks high from marking competition, comes to the open spaces. I think there is Eddie French, smothered, scrappy stuff. Endurance, push in the back and can give him a 3 kick. A 3 kick on the wing for the Devonport Magpies. Played by 16 is a long break. Now he seems to lead in the forward pocket, and punch clear. Charlie Castle on the ball, kicks hurriedly towards the forward line, ball bouncing. In the way is Nick Walters. It's a hurried kick back to the half back, everyone flies. Comes down to Elvinson, handballs to Raybottom. He breaks the tackle, well on jet, towards the half 40 goes. It's not marked there, over the back of the pack. Nick Walters leads to the race, overruns the ball. Forward the speed on the pack of players. Is that ball coming out of there? No, says umpire Blizzard. He's going to ball up 30 out from the Devonport Magpies goal.
Devonport inside 50. And he's just unable now to repeat it. He's inside their forward 50. He's struggling to get the ball in. Bayard gives it out. Ryan comes through. Gives it to Cameron. Cameron from 15 metres out. Kicks it 30 metres over the boundary line. It's going to be a free kick to Burnie. In the pocket. 30 metres around for the point post. Burnie now with a chance to take a breath and try and move the ball out of defence. Finds it squeezed up on the Dockers. And Ball's in good hands here with Murray. Murray kicks short and finds French over there on the far side of the ground. Really edging their way out of the defence. That's short. He finds Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith off half back. Goes long, down the wing. Looking for Bow. Bow's got in front position, and Lowe's got a free kick for holding the man. Lowe getting good, kick on the wing. He goes down the line looking for his former captain Bayard, but Dylan Smith again over the back. Just racks up possessions, Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith kicks Burnie, top of the forward 50, boundary line, Lowe kicks it out of bounds. From 55 minutes from the Burnie Dockers goal. Some of the scoreboard, Devonport 4:52, they lead Burnie 5-6-36. Round 1 here at West Park. Thrown up, makes front spot, puts it down. Walters comes through, didn't control it. Ball from 50 out, kick off by Forster. Bayard goes inside to Ryan. Ryan goes to Castle. No free kick. Terrible in the second. Lowe goes back in. He picked up down there by Anderson's feet. And now he's going to be a free kick. I reckon that was the playback one. And Harry Elmer, the Devonport, will get a free kick in the middle of the ground.
Harry Elmer, one of the talented youngsters of the Devonport side, kicks very short. Charlie gets in the half volley. Ball backwards. It's something coming off the ball. That was breaking coming to Charlie Castle to tackle illegal off the ball on this step. But Charlie, he's going to make the score up. He's going to out from goal. He's got the marking off the top forward of Charlie. With a long hair. Kicks along towards the 10 metre square. They find the 10 metre square at the back of the pack. Pick up a pair by Elginson. Big Logan kicks towards the half-back flank. It's not marked on the ground. Pick up and driven forward there by Devonport. Jack Foster. It's off the side of his boot out of the boundary line. County umpire picks up the football and there'll be a boundary thrown in front of the point about 30 metres from the Devonport goal. Martin is 16 points, or 16 points at half time. Devonport 8-4-52, lead Burnie 5-6-36. And we played about 10 minutes in the quarter. The headball comes out to Hopefully Smith, who gets it to the teammate there, Ryan Kyle. Kyle's kick is short. Taking the mark either way there, Dylan Smith. Clearly Burnie's best player, I believe Dylan Smith has been the best player, one of the best players for many, many years. He's playing a rookie game today, Dylan Smith. I think to go backwards, kick doesn't reach his target. Gives a chance to clear here for a young High Hope. Kicks towards the wing, a race on. First it is Mason. In fact, this was Mason. He kicks towards half back. Dylan Smith's getting underneath it. He's got it again. He's powering Dylan Smith. He's got the numbers on the far side. He spots one of them. Young Brian takes a mark. Handballs quickly to his teammates. They go forward. Coming in by Harry Walters. Harry Walters coming forward. From there. Coaches are sitting 12 and a half minutes to play in the quarter. And it's 16. Top coach Wade Elvis and he's got to take the Bramish. Bramish is tackled and lost possession. 25 picks it up. Picked up by Dylan Smith. He ambles to a driven today. Devonport so the 40 metres here at this part, this is by the 40 metre line of Burnie where they'll be a draw up a stoppage.
A lot of pressure now between these two sides, starting to tire a lot of contested football. And got a free kick. Both sides are waiting to see which way it's going to be pointed.
It's not holding off the ball though, I both sides.
Okay, so free kick is going to go Imogen French. What on top of his 450? The opposition's going deep, which is a good idea now. Jeez, I'll tell you what, he's got close to that. He's kicked and just missed. That's kicking into the French. Burnie now at 5-7-37. Luke Farrell getting play 4-52. Tom Kelly. Ball out to the Magpies. He's going down towards the town end. He goes wide and finds Zach Jericho. Very short. He's low. Plays on. It's a big kick to Elmer. Elmer to Rackeye. Rackeye gives it over to Van Buren. Van Buren to Foster. Foster gives it to Elmer with pace. He handballs wide to Bramish. Magpies now trying to go inside 50. That's what Bramish does. Kicks it long, but doesn't hit the target. And he ain't poking through the parts that he gets towards 10 metres square. Been good today, Hope. And he'll get better with his disposals. Very good in the air. Now he comes out wide. Right, 2-on-2. Good fire. So play fire. Gets it back in. Goes to Spears. Spears goes back to Bramish. Bramish goes short. And a good kick finds Harrison Barker. Barker goes short and finds Braden Butler, who's been brilliant up to the time. Butler goes to Hawks. Hawks will have back. Kick long and kick a goal. Great goal by Hawks. Devonport's 9-4-58. Burnie 5-7-37.
Yeah, well done to number 23, Betty Hawks. He doesn't kick many goals. Down to the back line, and don't support as I've seen Backman go down the ground and have 6 pointers to the score. Well done, Betty Hawks. Devonport 9-4-58, 35-7-37 to 52 minutes this quarter, and he has kicked 1. Although relayed back into the centre, we played 15-40 in quarter number 3. Once again, it was Butler versus Elphingston. It's got to tap down to Emmy French. Can't get a handle on it, but he was tackled without the ball. What he was, Emmy French has been given a free kick. And far Emmy French, through the 4th year with the Burnie Dockers. Kicks long. It's a nice kick too. Kick towards the forward line, almost a mark. Then we'll come straight to the goal kicker Hawks to kick sideways and take the mark on the far side over there is Rich Gill. He's just played very well, yes. That full by Gara must have taken the far side over Ron Mason. So the hand of the second quarter, Devonport just closed the bar a little bit. Something on top of the side. As Mason kicks to a mark competition on the half-ball flank, it's punched onto the ground. Then it comes out of the track, picked up by Brian, then balls to Forster, Foster kicks and the mark is taken up forward by Van Buren. Now Van Buren sees Bramich on his own and unselfishly crosses the ball, Bramich's mark within range. That's told about Bramich today, or his mark. He's almost directly in front. Distance won't be a problem. The mark settings will be 28, 29 metres out, so Gray Bramich has a chance to be goal number 10 for the Devonport Magpies. Right behind, we had a call from there. Comes Gray Bramich, shoots for goal, nice looking kick, just clears the pack, and that's goal number 10, kicked by number 5 Gray Bramich. The Magpies go further in front.
They just started to win more of the ground level ball Devonport. As I said earlier, just starting to turn in Magpies are able to get ball numbers around the contest. What Burnie are Devonport are this season. I just think that will come to the next 25 minutes. 64 plays 37. Devonport now 27 points in front of Burnie. And we've got 17 and a half minutes in the third term. Jericho now has come on to the ruck. Up against Elkinson, and Elkinson now in front of Dylan Smith. Good play by Park. Kelly off the way, low as a bounce, runs in the grandstand wing, centres the football. Walt's good mark the ball, pick up by Bogue. That's great, pick up by Bogue. Kicks it out wide, Burnie out of defence now, kicks it to the wing, Kelly, Ryan, goes over the car, Spears now, goes to the corridor, looking for Rackeye. Rackeye takes a good mark on Murray, quickly airballs the ball to Kelly. Kelly gets it to Castles, Castles does a wide turn, he in turn airballs it out wide, doesn't hit the target. Good play by Imogen French. Cut that off. Goes back to Castles now. It's going to get a free kick. Kick over there. It's going to go to Oakley Smith. Oakley Smith and Burnie. Half back flank for Burnie. He's been told to play on. He comes wide. And he finds Finn McInnes. And McInnes. He plays on. And balls inside the corridor, Imogen French. French comes sideways to find Smith. He's been a terrific ball winners turn. Smith goes forward to O'Halloran. Can mark the ball. Lower half back. Airballs for Ryan. Ryan gets to Van Buren. That's Caleb Van Buren. He airballs the ball widely. Doesn't hit the target. McGinnis picks the loose ball up. Goes backwards to Imogen French. Good handball to Imogen French. Open Smith now, Burnie. Drives Burnie inside 50. Elkinson resting down forward. Magpies will rush it through the line.
I like it. Big Logan's claim for deliberate. They took the class forget that with a different rule in Tasmania for the AFL, you can deliberately touch the ball too. Okay, so Burnie after that rush behind moved to 5 goals, 8-38. They didn't put it 10-4-64, and they spin a couple of passes out that flank by Tyler Kelly. So his kick is marked up forward by Harrison Barker. Park says a play on his own half-forward flank at Bramage. Bramage takes a mark. That's playing well. And plenty of it. Always likes to pass the ball up and he's trying to find Van Buren. Going Caleb Van Buren. Great to see him back up in the long competition. Van Buren short and backwards and Bramage has taken a mark. Going sideways, going a little around there with Jack Forster. He also takes a mark. Forster sees Rack on his own. He's over the top and right behind him. Trying to miss the Magpies. So he's thinking about a handball to Bogue, changed his mind, kicks it up forward, kicks it forward. Straight to the Devonport side, Jed Spears, gets long towards the forward line, big fist from behind. Murray leads the race for the ball. He's on his trusty left foot, goes this way and that way, gets around his left foot again. Now he's tackled, coming where the ball goes. And looks like he step over the ground and bound to show him deep on Devonport's half-forward flank, road side, okay, Monday, side of the ground. 21 minutes were played in the quarter. Burnie 5-8-38, Trail Devonport 10-4-64, margin 26 points. Down each other on the half-forward flank on the far side, it's Devonport's half-forward flank. He taps the football along the boundary line. Keegan Lowe another possession, he scoots around, top of the 10 metres clear. The race on here as the ball's cupped into the open space, a chance to clear. And goes backwards and they'll clear Burnie. He's working towards the wing, getting underneath it with the youngster. He's around Carl on the take the mark. Handballs to the other youngster who running fast, Bryson Jenkins. But running is Fletcher Kelly and Devonport. Kicks it to the ground and then it's popping in like
Kelly now, centre wing, on the front side of the ground. Goes out wide, looking for Quay Byard. He goes over his head. Unbelievable. Byard now goes inside the corner and finds Jack Forster. Forster right in the middle, centre circle of the spark. He goes out wide and finds young Spears, who's got feathers again on now. Spears kicks it forward and finds Mitchell Dill. Andy includes Dill will hold the spot. Dill puts the ball inside the corridor, looking for Cameron. Cameron comes out hard. He's picked up by Elmer. Elmer on the north third, drives it long, and Vera marks the ball 10 metres out, and Boston Rockland throws the radio in the air. Devonport was with their hands on their heads. Unbelievable.
I think they're playing a free kick. The player right actually kicked it for the goals. What's happening? We'll get ball up, okay.
All up, 10 metres out. Elkison puts it towards the boundary. Caleb Devonport picks off the contest, gives it to Ryan. Ryan over his shoulder. Brackeye ground level, couldn't pick it up. Harry Walls' kick's been smothered. And kicked off the ground over there by Rowbottom. Then he walked back to the ball now. Braden Van Buren swings around, centres the ball. Ball's been punched out of there. Defence of 50 by Edmonton French. Gone to the middle of the ground. Good pick up by French in there. That's Eli French. Comes out wide. And then picks it up under pressure. Bars diving at the football. Lowe comes out, picks up the ball. It goes backwards now to Forster. Forster in short goes clean. Devonport clean. So he picks it to Forster, runs behind. Puts the ball out in front of Butler. Butler's going to be under pressure there by McGuinness. Burnie with the numbers. Hope picks it up. Goes inside. And then he couldn't pick it up. Butler goes back in again. Tackle Burnie down there by Cahill. And unhappy with the football. Bringing the ball up to Devonport's goal.
24 minutes of play in the quarter. Can't be long to go. Both sides have another late goal. The sun comes out here at West Park. Back develops from the 40-metre paint of Devonport. Comes out of Raybon. Tackle. Got to handle it just in time. Chance here to clear. Comes out to young Cahill.
Take the ball.
Too much of this delay. First pitch to go to Burnie on the half-back Eli French. Kicks long, can someone take a mark? Almost a mark on each side. Down. Kicks long the ball ground. Charlie Castle shooting his eyes, takes a mark. Handballs away to Lowe. Goes to the little boys again. Another position to Keegan Lowe. Kicks up forward. That was the mark to Ty Cameron. Handball comes out the path. Kicks it up there with Elmer. Elmer squares the ball around the corner. Great vision. And the mark's been taken up there by Harrison Barker. They don't pass away. They always lower their eyes and pick out targets. So they've built one of those full crimps in a row. Now Harrison Barker will shoot from 25 metres. The angle's 45 degrees. So I'll go any moment within the third quarter. And we've had a caller from here. Number 16 on your screen, Harrison Barker. What can you do, Harrison? Cheats for goal, that's close, it's just drifting away to the right and missing away to the right hand side. Devonport moved to 10-5-65, they lead by 27 over Burnie for 5-8-38, 26 gone, third quarter.
Burnie now out of defence through Murray. Murray bounces the ball. And Murray kicks it well. And Mark has taken over there by Hope now. Back. Good mark taken by time to carry over the white trench. And the ball really pressing up now. Putting the pressure on Burnie. Out of the 50 right on the side. Burmese haven't got any options to kick the ball to when they win the ball in their defensive 50, causing the young kids down there to panic.
Logan Elson probably right on the line, which makes sense.
Yeah. And Blair Wright's going to kick. He's going to kick from 50. Down on the mark, right on the paint. Devonport, 10-5. Kicked 3 goals this term. They've only kicked 1. Here comes Blair Wright. Team of the Year member last year. No, doesn't. Score, and the half-time score, three-quarter time score here at West Park. Devonport 10-5-65. They lead Burnie 5-8-38. And Devonport skipped further away that turn. They were able to kick 2 goals to 1. And Burnie 1 goal to 2. Not many goals kicked that turn, and it became a pressurised quarter.
So we're on the final quarter. Back in the centre. Head hook on top of the pack. Swings here for Tyler Kelly, another position. Looks towards the middle of the ground. Couple's been dispossessed by Murray. Murray across the ground. And Mark almost taken by Brave Bramage. Didn't have enough of it. Pack your bolts on the wing. And Boss had enough blows and whistle. And says, give me that ball. I'm going to stop it, Jay. Toss up, which he does. Hook tap down, straight to both guns to get plenty of position. Tries to make five to attack. It's not Mark. Bring it right in there was Mason. He handballs to running force. The force drives the ball. For jumping mark taken by Kai Cameron. The mark under pressure. And Kai Cameron has marked. And people just been in runnings now. Kai Cameron played against Burnie last year and he got 5 goals inside. Kai Cameron was unstoppable. But didn't bring his compass along. He already had 4 goals, and 5 goals is a very handy contribution in Indiana football anywhere. Man on the mark is almost directly in front of goal, Kai Cameron. Man on the mark setting probably 37-38 metres out from goal. Kai Cameron runs close from out on the mark. He's pulled out away to the left-hand side. It's not pretty well. Taking mark and taking the back top over there. Mark, I guess Kai Cameron has took to the clock and found another crack to go. A little bit closer, a little bit higher. Took it over the last 33 metres out. Kai Cameron this time. He's not kicking well there. He's been hitting well in the second quarter. 4 goals and 8 shots to go. We're right behind them. We'll tell you whether the number 21 kicks a goal or not, Kai Cameron. What can you do, Kai? Kick, that's going to be touch and go. There was nothing there. Kai Cameron has 5, and more importantly, kick the first goal for the Maggies in the final quarter.
And kicked the first turn for Magpies in the third term too, so Cameron has 5. What a bad day's work. Devonport kicked 11 and Cameron kicked 5. As I said, the state's best foot forward. Got a wonderful career in front of him. We competed in Tasmania before those VFL sides, especially Justin Black from Williamstown, trying to get on to young Cameron. 71 plays 38, ball's being caught back to the middle. Wilkinson v. Butler. Wilkinson looks tired, gets it safe with the ball. It's all out in front of Walters. Over in French court, looking at the football, no free kick played, trying to clear off half back, goes towards Byard, been cut off by Dylan Smith. A good play by Nick Walters. Nick Walters spears the ball inside, he scored 50.
Jericho taking the mark, listen play. Young Spears gives it to Harrison Barker. Harrison Barker kicks 10 way up wide to the wing. By up, and Pickhand gives it to Lowe. Lowe goes inside to the running Spears. Spears is tackled brilliantly over there. There's a free kick to that man, Dylan Smith. Smith now, wide. Goes out towards his teammate in O'Halloran, and O'Halloran's going to get a free kick. 3-0 in the first half. O'Halloran going to be a good far for Burnie. Now he puts Burnie inside 50. West jumps. Good mark the ball. Good pick up by Rowbottom. Gets it inside the Bow, who's been quiet since quarter time. Bow drives it long, and a good mark taken deep in defence by Jericho. Zach Jericho playing his game today, goes wide to Butler, who's been terrific, and finds Kelly. Riley Kelly at Devonport, the architect of the half back. Kick it to target, record, goes inside, Byard to Ryan lost the ball, French, to Burnie, Oakley Smith gets it, Oakley Smith there to Harry Walters, Harry Walters kicks it long, inside 50, and a good mark taken by Conor Lee. This has grown 2 foot since last year, Lee, going to turn into a wonderful key defender for the Magpies. Jed Spears got better since he's come on the quarter time, finds Brackeye. Centre wing for the Devonport Magpies, grandstand side of the ground. Getting dark here at West Park. Thank heavens it's not raining. Goes back to Bramage. Bramage goes back further to Conor Lee. Back where they started from. Magpies will find another way. Goes in short to Hawks. He's been told to play on. Great throw by Barney Bow. Devonport with the numbers. Kelly gets it to Hawks. Hawks gives it to Spears. Spears is tackled. Where's the ball? And we've got a baller from the middle of West Park. 71 play 38. 5 minutes gone.
Okay, ball up in the middle of the ground now. I saw he set something up there, so he's taking away a free kick. He's got the free handball to Jericho, picks up forward. He's taken by the Jericho, he's flipped out Mason in the meantime, so Mason at Devonport is going to give him a free kick. Kick it out from goal. Stuart Mason kicks long towards the forward line. Charlie Castle gives him strength to take the mark. He doesn't play very well. He's going here. He's the goal to go. And he's not, doesn't let it out directly in front of goal. He won't miss this Charlie, he's a goal kicker. He had 40-50 goals last year as a small forward. Looking to Charlie, good mark. He's a body. Devonport lead by 33 points. Charlie can make it 39. What can you do, Charlie? Kicks a goal. I've got a little bit of work, but not very much. Charlie had his first goal, and the Magpies had their 12. So now 12-5-77. 35, 8, 38, and we play 6 minutes and 10 seconds in the final quarter.
Devonport kicked the first 2 goals of this term. In fact, since half time, Devonport now kicked 5 goals to Burnie's 1. As I said, that spread of players makes it easier to function as a team. Burnie, the top-notch players, just can't keep carrying the load. Ball back to the middle. 77 plus 38. 7 minutes gone in the final 2 minute West Park. Dawkinson and Butler. Dawkinson offset with Butler Sharks. Puts it out wide 10 metres. Fletcher Kelly comes in. Mason there puts it inside 10 metres. 450. Walking comes out of bounds.
When are we going to get a bandage from?
About 40 metres we are from the Devonport goal, by 7 minutes of the final quarter. It's quite dark there at West Park, and he's still going. He didn't start the game until 3 o'clock. He's over there to touch the ball down. Picked up by Lowe, Mr. Smuller, throws down to Lowe. Lowe shoots the goal, he might have cleared it back. The playing touch on the line, goal up on the 3. So Lowe with possession number what there, though?
22-24 now.
24 kicks a goal, and Devonport getting right on top of the right side of this game. Devonport 13-5-83, Lee Burnie 5-8-38, and Keegan Lowe the 24th possession has picked the 6-pointer.
Devonport now kicked the last 4 goals, the last 3 goals, the first 3 goals of this term, and really starting to get on top. We talk about sides come up against Devonport. You've got to play your best the whole game. If you don't, Devonport Perch on the scoreboard. With Elphinstone. Elphinstone puts it over in front of Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith unable to pick it up. Barney Bogue does. Drives Burnie forward. Top of the 10-metre square and break Van Buren. Goes back and parks the football in the pack. 15 metres out from the Burnie Dockers goal. He quickly transfers the ball to the road side wing. Devonport with the numbers, they picked up by Dill, brilliantly tackled over there, and should be rewarded, and is, and we tackle over there by young Tyson Jenkins. Jenkins goes in short, looks for Emmington French couldn't control it, he's come in, forces to pick the ball up, can't get rid of it. Umpire Wilcox comes in and will get the ball up, 60 metres from the Burnie Dockers goal. Neither one can have an impact on the ball there. Ball up. Still 60 metres from the Burnie Dockers goal. Elphinstone. It's a ball out in front of Rowbottom. Low to the ground, airballs the ball to Mason. Mason up to the other side, gets the Butler. Butler gives it to Boyer. Boyer back to Low. Low goes back to Mitchell Dill. Mitchell Dill with pace, goes across the ground and finds his wingman in Bramage. And Bramage quickly plays on, didn't look there with the numbers and finds Mason again. Very ball half ball. Mason. Great kick to Cameron Hyde. Cameron on centre wing. Put the ball inside his 450, looking for Boyard. Boyard got the ball coming. And then with a Burnie throw in, right on top of Burnie's Devonport, sorry, 450, great seconds on the ground.
Right, Norman. It was a big fight, but last time I saw Penguin were quite one at a time, so great fight. Okay, the bounty throw on the back of this parking, very dark here. Ball picks up with Bradley to another possession, kicks up forward, doesn't punch Charlie Castle, goes to the left, goes to the right, handballs to Harry Elmer, on the back to Rackeye. Rackeye, the hurry kick towards the ball on top the side of his boot, and he'll get a free kick as charge, right? We have a big score, look like 10 minutes up and fast enough, so great finish here by the injured Cats, and they'll be happy. Edel comes over from Taj Hope to Murray, back to Taj Hope, and Hope. Only looking kick, got a few skillers today, Taj. He's up on Nick Wiley. Forced back back to Hope, but pinch by Peter Lowe, hand it to Charlie Castle. Castle's back to Elmer. Elmer out wide to Blair Ryan. Ryan dodges, side puts it towards goal, and another good goal. Another fire touches the crowd on the make by Ryan, 15th first goal, and basically the last 4 or 5 of them, Nadal.
I've kicked the last 4 goals in this, first 4 goals in this term, I've kicked the last one in the third term, I've kicked 5 in a row. How do you stop getting ball when they flip the ball around like that? Burnie played well early when they made Devonport defend, but right now Burnie are unable to get the ball in their hands, and Devonport now are making Burnie defend, and very rarely do they make mistakes with ball in hand Devonport. 14-5-89, they lead Burnie 5-8-38. Young Hope again wins the football well, he's just got to work on his disposal. Can't question his commitment and positioning. I just hope that his development coaches here just work on his disposal. Ball being thrown up. Elphinstone box it down towards Bogue. Gives it off to Smith. Smith back to Bogue. The Bogue's going to go out wide to Oakley Smith. Oakley Smith's tackled. Ball pushed under him. Can't get it out. Blizzard trying to ball up. Right side of the ground, 60 metres from the Burnie goal. Burnie kicked towards the tower here at West Park. Elphinstone uses his body, puts it in front of Bogue. Great play by Elmer. Straight to the contest. Goes back to Rackeye. Rackeye to Kelly. Kelly to Lowe. Lowe goes wide to Bramage, who's still within anything away. Good play by Young Spears. Worked up to support Bramage. Bramage goes long to Castles. Over his head. Picked up by Kelly. Back to Kelly. Little tackling there by Hope. Ball's going inside. Devonport's 450. Over the back is Van Buren. And it's going to be... It was kicked it up down by the whistle. And it's going to be a 15-minute penalty. Burnie. Young, tell you what, Burnie pressed young Pennington today. Young Pennington's played really well. Debut game today. That's a small back. Pennington there with 3 kicks. Inside the centre square. He goes long. Out towards the ground inside the ground. looking for Imogen French in a good strong mark. Imogen French swings around on his right, puts Burnie inside 50. Good play by Ilkeston, knocks it down towards Bogue. Bogan low and hard, unable to get the ball out. We're going to get the ball up. 40 metres from the Burnie Dockers goal. 95 plays 38, 13 and a half minutes gone.
Yeah, it's a long time since Burnie had their 5th goal. They've got a chance now as they've topped the ball down, perhaps the ball down to Barley Bogue. But they've been picked off it again. They string the handball together. He's up and low. Elmer. Handballs to Van Buren Carla. He's going to knock out of his hands. Second stuff. As the ball comes back to Foster. Handball to Craig Bryant. Bryant's tackle. And he's analysed as they play it there. Burnie swings played out the far side of the ground. And the kick goes forward. And a diving mark almost back on the far side by Elverson. Didn't have enough to do, so it's a turnover here as Lowe goes backwards to very quietly, but it's very taking long towards the floor. A great mark taken by Ty Cameron to keep her out the score. And what decided to move the ball on quickly. Put some marking jobs up forward. That was the mark of Castles. Then tackle the fumbles. Ball bouncing out between players. Come over and put the big fence. There's the ball to Shirley Kelly. Breaking the tackle with shooting for goal was Van Buren again, and it's touched on the line. Charlotte Van Buren touched on the line for a minor score to Devonport. So Devonport now 15-7, 96, 35-8, 38. Margin out. Now Shorts has been kicked marked by the young teenager there, Steve Pennington. This thing goes backwards, not taking the last one, it's going to be by Murray. Murray with the left foot also goes short, and Pennington marks again, so they're in possession. Now, Pennington handballs to Murray. Murray dodges around a couple of magpies, kicks the ball up short, great pass, low to back, down, racing out, back by Barney Bowe. Barney Bowe decides to move the ball on, gets long towards centre half forward, applies centre half forward, bang by the French. Handballs to his teammate in Ryan Cahill. Cahill goes forward. Handball comes backwards to Jacko Allen, who's tackled at the ground, and the ball will take place 30 out from the Burnie goal. Argentina's massive 48 points in front of, in fact it's 58 points in front of favour of Devonport, and they should clear here through Braden Van Buren, they do. Kicks it high into the air, can still take a mark. Motion does, but before he took the mark, he pushed out Barley Bowe, and Barley Bowe was given a free kick, 6.5 out from the Dockers goal.
Barley Bowe with the free kick. Going to go long, looking for Harrelin. Oh, great mark over the back down there by young Tyler Lee, who's going to be a superstar by the end of this year. Great kick by Tyler Lee. This is out for Harrison Barker. Now Harrison Barker goes over to Wire. Wire gives it back to Barker. Barker to Forster. Forster to Lowe. Lowe now from 45. Kicks it long and just misses. What a transitional goal that would have been. Coast to coast in that guys. All movement superb. Devonport now go to 15 goals, 797. 35-8-38. Burnie Woodbury hanging out for the side on the blow. Murray plays on. Handballs it to French. The French now. Down the centre wing. O'Hara comes out. Top test. Elkson. Elkson tackles the goal. 10 metres. Picked up by Van Buren. Gives it to Ryan. Ryan back to Lee. Lee with that beautiful left foot goes over to Bramage. Bramage now goes to Forster. Magpies finding the space. Forster goes to Barker. Barker, Harrison Barker, right side wing. Slows down. That's just some space to appear. Now, one step goes long towards Cameron. Over to back, Magpies with the number. Goes backwards to Elmer. Elmer swings, kick being smothered by Blow. Gilles Smith comes in, falls to ground. Low jumps on top. Is that holding the football? No. Bounce, ball up. 40 metres out from the Devonport goal. Devonport kicking to the cooling end of the last term. Starting to dominate this game. Obviously puts it down Gilles Smith's right. So Gilles Smith quickly under pressure, kicks it out wide, but he finds Harry Walters. Harry Walters goes inside, looking for Bowe, willing to set the ball low.
Ryan jumps in, tries to win the contested football, can't. Oh, good play by Nick Walden, gets it out under pressure. Great pick up by Rowbottom, goes backwards to Imogen French. He goes further back to Murray. Murray and Burnie now, comes out wide, great hit and finds French. This is Eli French. That's good play by Burnie. Eli French ball, pressures, puts Rowbottom up, Harold under pressure, goes back to impressive Pennington. Pennington with good vision, goes backwards to Elkinson. Elkinson, nice short kick, finds Imogen French under the scoreboard. Really young kids have shown plenty of talent today against the four-point Pumas and Burnie. Imogen French, guys wandering right on wing and being during the street, marks the ball. Kicks the ball back and finds it low. And he just continues to rack up possessions now. Kicks it long inside 50, over the back, Castle kicks it off the ground and Elverson pushes it through. And Devonport now go to 98. They lead Burnie 38, 50-point lead here at this half.
About halfway the second quarter, the original thought that Devonport was going to by 50 points, but they raised the play out and just passed in the last part of the game up and that's what they got in the first part. Pick up in Devonport, there's all Devonport here. Benny Hawk's in the way, it's not just a second spot on, nothing's kept for the four-star. Across to the left foot, goes across to Fletcher Kelly, Kelly marks. Fletcher Kelly kicks the wide, creating space. Bay Bramage, probably might have taken, and he goes for run. Got plenty of today, Bay Bramage, picks up forward, marking competition, punch the ground, over the handle, back to Nick Walters. Nick Walters kicks wide. She passed hard to see over there now. Pick away Bedry, putting on to Jordy down. Pretty hard to pick up a 3 yard.
No, it's open.
Smith kicks backwards. Got the ball Smith backwards, sideways, might find McGinnis. McGinnis goes forward. Taking under pressure. There. He's made this Tyson Jenkins. All stars, no doubt about that. Jenkins kicks towards the ball line. From almost taken. He's enough to the umpire by Jarlin Bryan. I like this game today too.
Yes.
So it feels like Jarlin Bryan. They're showing a bit of promise. Kicks across the ground. Oh, that's a poor kick. Straight to Charlie Castles. Charlie Castles hands to Van Buren. He shoots for goal. Kicks it straight. Pushes it away to the right hand side. Another minor score to Devonport. They're now 15-9, 99. 5-8-38. Margin of 61 points in favour of Devonport. Probably about 5 minutes to play in this ball game.
Late into the final term here at West Park, getting extremely dark. Murray plays on. Not many options in front of him. Just goes long towards O'Harold. Bows in front. Played a free kick. And Bow in front of the coach's box here at West Park. Gets up off the turf. Bow. It's common today as Bowie Bow usually is. Never gives in. Bow now goes short. Right in front of the confident box here at West Park. 99 Devonport, 38-30, 21.5 minutes score. I think Elkinson and Butler are probably playing each other's sides best player. I've been very impressed with Butler's game. Elkinson, Butler knocks it out. That guy jumps on the ball, puts it in, and the ball up. Still in front of the open spots here at West Park. Hamer, the ball Hamer throws it up. Turns his body, goes down towards West. Low picks it up, ball out, and again, Silk in front of the coach's box. We are going to put a ball up. Use his height and just scramble there. Pass jump around the ball and gets right. We've got another stoppage. The play has moved 5 metres. This Burnie is fighting the game out. They haven't really not bad today. They've quite good after half time. Drives the ball. Puts it out to Dell. Pick up by Elkinson. Jenkins goes hard. Ball been put down.
Anyway, the ball's going to be brought back and it's going to go to Orchardston. Orchardston at Burnie. Good kick there, but it's still being played further down the ground. Orchardston goes short and goes to Murray. Murray short and goes to Bow. Bow, centre wing. He's playing out time now, both sides. They look tired. Bow, long. Inside Burnie's 50. Spears comes out, takes the ball well. Clear Ryan turn, gives it to Derek Go, gives it back to Ryan. Ryan goes to Van Buren. Fumbles Van Buren, never see that. Good play by Hope. Hope's tackled brilliantly. A free kick paid. Walton retreated, tackled by Forster, and that one's been played. Danny given to Van Buren. That's Taylor Van Buren. Top of the 50, ball's been pushed away, been picked up by Brian, he gives it to Murray. Murray quickly kicks it forward, bounces, right on top before 50, Button with another disposal, goes inside to Ryan. Ryan goes backwards to Tyler Kelly's been terrific today. Tyler Kelly goes wide and finds Cramage. We say all the time, keeps his width. Cramage goes inside the corridor to Lowe. Lowe puts Devonport inside 50, finds Cameron on the scoreboard. Cameron's kicked 5 today. And he's going to line up with goal number 6. He's going to kick from 40 metres out. Eight tries with just some wide handballs through the corridor. Just making space on the other. There's some burden to the hand. I just can't go with it. I don't think their sides will go with the Magpies here. And Cameron going to goal number 6. And the clock was ticked over 25-minute mark. Cameron represented Tasmania 3 weeks ago at North Hobart. Comes in, under the scoreboard, leads back and misses. Devonport now got a 15-10-100. They lead 35-8-38.
Yeah, you can't be long to go on the quarter home to take the side goes. It's running very hard to see here. It's a late start to finish in semi-darkness. As it goes down the middle of the ground, from that middle of the ground there, far away from them. Not much today, but it's not the centre-half back. Going lead, so he's long to mark the competition. They can't go to mark. No, they can't. Finish just on there was Zeke Pennington. 22 was Craig Van Buren. Got a handball backwards to Derrico. Derrico's tackled to the ground, tackled up, umpire blows the whistle and calls for a stoppage. That 50 metres out from the Dockers goal. Dockers stuck on 5 goals for a long time. They're up to snag a late one, the dying stage of the game. The ball picks up a ball right, handles to Rackeye. Rackeye of Devonport. After all the guys for Devonport, can they get a late goal? Over the back of the goes. The chance here is Van Buren one for the goal. Van Buren snaps the goal and kicks it out to Van Mason was it? Yeah, Mason. Yeah, it was Mason. Yeah, there, 13, not 33. So Mason's kicked 2 very, very good goals here today, and that takes Devonport to 16 goals, 10, 106. So the march is out to 68 points. So there's 68 points, and we're expecting the side to go any moment now.
Ball being brought back to the middle. 27 minutes gone in the final term. Burnie have just been unable to defend and win football, especially in the last term. The last 7 goals of that game have been a very, very determined young Burnie side that just couldn't play the game out today. Devonport 16-10-106, defeated Burnie 5-8-39.
Yeah, just going through the goal kickers. For Devonport, Kai Cameron did 5, had a chance to prepare more, but